Right, okay, so just before I introduce the speakers, I want to tell you very quickly, those of you that were here maybe a year ago, I just mentioned some of the international days that we get. You know the UNESCO, the UN, whatever they name days? I think just recently we had, what's coming up, World Happiness Day. Did you know that? Yeah, it's a thing. Do you care? Not really. But you know, on that day, I don't know when it is. No one knows when it is. Well, it's coming up, I think. Everyone is incredibly happy. But there are other days, and literally some of them are absolute classics. There is on the 30th of June, so last year, I'm sure you all did this, you all got out your old Atari consoles and played Asteroids, because it was International Asteroid Day. Did you know that? That was a thing. It is a thing. Every year, the 30th of June, UNESCO decree that we should, I don't know, we should either play the 70s video game Asteroids or look to the sky to see if we're going to be obliterated. I don't know. Anyway, UNESCO does this thing. They have these names, and this is absolutely true. They've come up with a new name for a new day, which is on the 20th of March, which is the date of the known as Bavard, and it is International Francophonie Day. So, on this day, we have to all dress up as mad Spanish generals and obviously commit mass murders. No, you're looking at me. Obviously we don't. No, International Francophonie Day, excuse me, is it's a celebration of French language. That's what the day is, and that is true. That bit is true. This mad Spanish general thing, dressing up as General Franco, is not true. We don't have to do that. But they have actually. They've also introduced another day. I don't know if you know this. This is on the 29th of March. UNESCO have introduced International Shoot Yourself in the Foot Day. Have you heard about this? This is a thing. But only one country has signed up to this new day, and so we'll see how that pans out. But there you go. But no, and actually, talking of shooting yourself in the foot and Brexit on the 29th of March, it did make me think. That I worked out how Brexit happened. Which is, and bear with, I've done a lot of research into this, and bear with me because I have got a completely sussed theory. That's all to do with the language, not the French language, the Francophonie Day, which is a celebration of French language, but the English language. Because, do you do that thing, you know, when someone asks you a question, you go, oh, yes, no. Do you do that? Do you find yourself, you know, that when someone asks you something, you go, oh, no, yes, of course you can. Do you ever do that? It's just an English thing, isn't it? You go, oh, yes, no, yes. You do that? You name nods? Maybe it's just me. Well, you completely ruined my theory then. Obviously, it's not the case. But I figured maybe 2 years ago when we all went in the polling booths for Brexit, we just looked at the question, like, yes, no, and then we just screwed it up. That was my theory. But I don't think it's necessarily true. Judging by the sort of very scientific empirical research I've just conducted. But also, just very quickly, they don't just name days at UNESCO, because obviously they have an awful lot of things to do that are very, very important. They name weeks, they name decades, they name years. Did you know this? So we don't just have days that are named by them, we have years and decades. Anybody know what 2019 is?
Year of the pig.
It's not. It's the year of moderation, which kind of is interesting, because I sort of think, well, you can imagine people chanting, what do we want? Moderation. When do we want it? Well, there's no real rush. At the end of the year or something. It's a bit, year of moderation. But that's a true thing, I haven't made that up, it's absolutely true. And International Francophonie Day is also a true thing, it's just we don't have to dress up as mad Spanish generals.